I was sitting in my room while having all those thoughts a person would have in his 20s, that what are you going to do in the future? How you gonna earn your money? How you gonna make your family happy? And how can you be independent? Main thing was what and how. Right then, my mind said, let's start a challenge with myself to start a business by the end of 2023, no matter what. But I will give my 100% and I will have to have a business by then. Okay, today is the day 114 days have been passed. So today I will tell you what was the business that I started and how I chose it, and most importantly, how much money I made. Everybody has several skills. Some of them we are aware of and some of them we are not. So likewise, I do love public speaking. I can do video editing, and on top of that, I do love talking to other people. So which I turned into podcasting. So there is another skill that I never think of, which was taking pictures. I do have camera and I do shoot my videos. So whenever we go out, my friends ask me like, take your camera with us and we will take some photos. So likewise, my friends knew that I can capture some photos and I do record my videos. One day my friend called and he said, Harpreet, we have a family function. So please bring your camera with you and we wanna take some pictures, and if possible, we will shoot videos on the phone and we will create a reel or something. I said, yeah, why not? Because it's free as well. So I took my camera and we shot videos, photos, and when I was doing this all, and few of his friends who I was not known to, they asked me, they said, hey, are you a videographer or photographer? I said, yes, why not? Yes, I am. And then one of them said, he said, actually, we have one of my daughter's birthday coming up, so would you be able to shoot for her? And at that time, I was kinda little blank, but right after a few seconds, I said, yeah, why not? I said, but actually today we are really busy, so let's exchange phone numbers and you can shoot me a text and we can talk after. And actually that was the time that I need time to process that how this thing is gonna work. So we exchanged the phone numbers. I came home. So after 2 days I got a text from him and he was asking me to shoot for his daughter for 2 hours, and he asked me how much will I charge. So until that time I had researched so how much an average person or entry level person charges for a photo shoot for an hourly basis, and I got to know what some prices. So I said whatsoever, I said I will charge this without any worrying or something. So at that time I just said it, I didn't overthink about it, and he said done. So we talked for only 2 to 3 minutes and everything was done. So right there I got my first ever gig in photography, and that thing started from there. Long story short, I did the function. I was totally blank that how I will do it, but I had done some research over the YouTube that how these things gonna work on that function, and I had some ideas that how I'm gonna ask to do poses and all those stuff, and it worked well. I got the transfer, I sent the project, they liked it, and deal is accomplished. Now you will be thinking that I didn't tell you that how much I charged him. So I charged him $200 for 2 hours, but on top of it, I didn't charge him anything, by the way. On top of it, I have to tell you something, that I took 700 photos in 2 hours. And thinking about those 700 photos that I can't even think of, because I love taking photos, but I wasn't aware that I love taking photos that much, because I couldn't stop for any moment. So I do not skip any moment that they have, right? I do love taking candid photos. So I will include the screenshot of it, that when I got the money, and those $200 gave me abundance of happiness at that time. I know this was not a crazy big deal, but it was my first deal. That was important. So until now, everything was good. So deal was completed, but now I will have to think about getting more clients or getting more people, so whom I can shoot for. But remember, I did not have any portfolio until that time, except that one gig. So I had to find somebody who can work with me or who has more experience than me. So I was on Instagram browsing as usual. So I got an advertisement. It was of a photographer and she was from my city. And I looked at her and her portfolio was 6 years old and she was good. Her name was Olga Tycoon, and I shoot her this text. And after that, I got a reply from her, and this was her reply. From there, we started a new journey. She had her own website, Instagram page, and portfolio, and this thing is gonna help us both. Why? Although I didn't have any portfolio, but she was working by herself. But she is only photographer. I'm a videographer too. So I do take videos. After that, we got another gig that was a product shoot, and after that I got another birthday. So now comes the most awaited point, that how much money I made in 2 months from this business. The answer is I made $1,516. I know that it might not sound too much for some people, but let me tell you one thing, that it is just a beginning. Now you got everything that you needed to know, that how I started this business or what was the business and how much money I made. But let me tell you one more thing. I'm gonna tell you all those things that helped me to crack this milestone. First is adapt the change attitude. So whenever you start doing something, so never think with the fixed mindset that I have never done this thing, so I'm not able to do it. I had never done photography in a professional way, but I took a one step ahead, and that time I thought that I will learn it along the way, and I did. Now I'm working for it, now I'm earning from it, and I told you all my story as well. So adapt the learning mindset or changing attitude. Number 2, networking can be a game changer. So if you know how to network with people, then you are already ahead the game. So it means that you know how to communicate with people. So if you do not know how to do the well communication or good personality or good dressing sense kind of stuff, then please read some books. There might be some books that I might be able to provide in the description. Start reading them and it's gonna help you along the way. Third and the most important thing is just start. Just start. And you will see the things start falling into your place. You might have heard that universe wants to help you, but here comes the major point, that you should be the first person to help yourself. Thank you.